And being that it's Veterans Day, a new survey reveals some disheartening information about our returning vets. It's clear that readjusting to civilian life can be tough for our servicemen and women, but researchers recently found that a good number of vets don't feel they're getting the support they need when their service is over, especially when it comes to employment. 47 ABC's Lili Zhang reports.
Ask a veteran to look back at their military service.
I've served in Germany, I've served in Central and South America, and I also did a couple of trips to Iraq.
And you may find them to have very few regrets. A new survey released on Tuesday by Disabled American Veterans finds 84% of veterans believe their military service had an overall positive impact on their lives. But the support they receive after taking off their uniforms and return to civilian life did not have such a glowing review. According to the survey, only 38% of veterans reportedly felt they have proper support when it comes to bypassing the hurdles of re-entering civilian life, namely employment. Manny Perez moved to Ocean City this year after retiring from the Army Reserves in 2006.
And when you tell somebody, well, you know, I used to wake up in the morning to the sound of mortar fire, and they're like, what do you mean mortar fire? You know, you're talking about rockets flying over your head. It's hard to communicate and explain that to folks.
The challenges of communication, according to Perez, can often be the reason why finding a job as a veteran can be tough. He says qualifications gained in the military do not always translate well in the civilian job market.
I mean, what can you do? Well, you know, what the civilian sector sometimes misses is the fact that that person was a leader. You know, that person led folks under fire. So he's the kind of individual that works well under fire, can take a dangerous situation and make something positive out of it.
District 38C Delegate Mary Beth Carroza says this is why organizations like the Lower Shore Veterans Network are critical. The network provides services to veterans who may need assistance with health care, transportation, housing, and employment.
But it's important that the veterans, when they come back, they may say, well, I have these skills, but I don't know how they're going to transition into civilian life, and that we can direct them to folks that can help them.
Lili Zhang, 47 ABC.
Now, we have reached out to the Department of Veterans Affairs for a comment on how to bridge the gap between veterans in need of assistance and resources that are currently available. We are still waiting to hear back. But for a list of services dedicated to helping veterans across Delmarva, make sure to check out Lili's online report on our homepage. It's a top story on 47abc.com.